Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for second in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns and was a game short of 1,000 yards.
Throwing Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A good pickup there at 22. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Off play action. Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They're going to look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Down, they're going. Bridgewater. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a give to Mostert running right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing. Bridgewater.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run right side with Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He gets this to Thornton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Bridgewater. Making the catch, the running back Raheem Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's
It's a Patriot sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, and going deep for Hill. And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And now we get get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Mostert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And they're going to work this down to about the 42-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Bridgewater now from the 50. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Patriots are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
A solid stiff arm. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mostert. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Bridgewater with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Fulton connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 31, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. They would have backed that one away. It sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll hit Mostert again here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Pats, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.